Hi, good morning everyone and welcome to IELTS Speaking Eloquence. This is me, 𝗁𝐶𝐿 Caroline from 𝐂𝐚𝐥𝐥 Academy. So I'm back with another part 2 and part 3 discussion for you guys along with the sample answers. So yes, we will be looking into one of the possible type of a question you can expect for your part 2, and followed by a couple of the opinion-based questions as well. So you'll get an idea about, okay, how can I deal with these things? What are the points I can expand when I get such a type of a question? So given that, there are a lot of students who still have a doubt about how can I get a band 7 or a band 7 or 8 for my IELTS speaking. How is it possible? What are the points that I need to keep in mind? Well, there are a lot of things that you need to keep in mind, especially keeping in mind the assessment criteria. You need to know that you are meeting to each of the criterion to get a better score. So to achieve a band score of 8 in IELTS speaking, you need to demonstrate a high level of fluency. You know that, right? And you need to have good lexical resource, your grammar has to be appropriate, and your pronunciation has to be neat. So there are a few things like that. So make sure that you speak very naturally without any long pauses or hesitation. That is very important while you are doing the speaking test. And try to extend your answers, like you can give examples, you can give scenarios and things like that. And make sure that you use a wide range of vocabulary. That is also equally important to show that you have more knowledge related to the various topics, and avoid the basic repeating words like good, bad, like, that. So these are kind of like the words that kind of tend to repeat a lot. You need to be very comfortable with formal and informal language depending on the situation, and make sure that you practice using idiomatic expressions. You need to know how to use them naturally and make sure that you're not overusing them. Okay, so I have seen a lot of students, what they do is when they learn a phrase or a word, and if they're very familiar with it and very used to it, they tend to use it everywhere unnecessarily. So make sure that you're not overusing whatever you have learned as new. Then make sure that you have a variety of sentence structures like complex sentences, compound sentences, passive voice. So make sure that you are including all this while you are giving an answer. And also pay attention to the verb tenses. That is very, very important. So pay attention to what verb is the question or the tense used in the question, and depending on that you need to frame your answer without losing the consistency in your answer there. And avoid frequent grammatical errors. So make sure that you are very clear about the preposition agreements or the usages of that, the verb agreements and things like that, the article use. Make sure that you have a basic understanding of all these things. Okay, so other than this, you need to be very clear with your pronunciation, like the way you pronounce a word. So try not to fake your accent a lot just to sound native. So it might actually cause your pronunciation to look a little bad, and it might not be that easy for the examiner to follow what you're trying to say. So make sure that you have a neutral accent, okay, and you can use the intonation and stress accurately to convey your message. That is very important. So work on problem sounds that are specific to your native language or accent, and make sure that you speak at a steady pace. You're not going very fast, too slow and things like that. And make sure that you get very comfortable with the topics by practicing the common topics. So the topics that we discuss in the live sessions are the common ones that you can expect for the examination. So these are the recent common list of topics that can be predicted or that can be expected for the exam. So make sure that you give a lot of practice to these types of questions so that you know the topic, and when you get a similar topic for the examination, you will not run out of ideas. You will get more ideas, like because you have practiced so far. So you will definitely get to have multiple ideas about what to speak and how I can expand it, what topic can I put here. You will not go blank. Okay, so make sure that you practice on common exam topics as well. Okay, so keep all these points in mind and make sure that you practice it accordingly, and to make sure you're very familiar with the common topics as well. So to help you with that, I will be coming on every Wednesdays with part 2 and part 3. Okay, and we will be discussing the possible common exam model questions, so that you will get an idea about, okay, so if this is my question, this is how I can answer, or this is one of the example that I got, so based on which you will get an idea, and you will be able to expand it as required. Okay, so having said that, let's dive into today's live session. So first I'll be showing you the card, and after that you'll be given 1 minute time to go through the cue card and prepare it, get some idea about what you're going to talk about, and then I'll show you my sample answer. Okay, and after that I'll show you the vocabulary that I have used in this particular sample answer as a list, so you can just make a note of it. And after that we have prepared a couple of opinion-based questions for you guys along with the sample answers. Okay, so that is how this is going to be. So let's start, and over to the screen you will be able to see the card right now. Alright everyone, so I hope you got an idea about what could be our next topic that we can explain here. So let's read the topic together. So first main topic is describe an important plant in your country. So you should say what it is, that means what plant it is, where you see it, and what it looks like, and explain why it is important. Okay, so you need to talk about a plant. Okay, so yes, let's get into the sample answer here. All right. So I started like this. So one of the most important plants in my country is the banyan tree. This tree has immense cultural and ecological significance in India, marking it a revered symbol in various aspects of life. The banyan tree is commonly found in rural and urban areas alike. It thrives in parks, temple courtyards, and alongside roads. In fact, many villages have a central banyan tree where community meetings are held, a tradition that goes back generations. You can easily spot this tree because it grows to an enormous size with aerial roots hanging down from its branches. Its white canopy provides shade, making it a perfect place for people to gather and seek shelter from the sun. Visually, the banyan tree is striking. It has a large, thick trunk And as the tree matures, it sends down additional roots from its branches that eventually touch the ground and form new trunks. These roots give the banyan tree its distinct, almost mystical appearance, as it looks like a network of intertwined branches and trunks, separating out over a large area. The importance of the banyan trees goes beyond just its physical presence. It holds great spiritual value in Hinduism and is often associated with longevity and strength. Many people believe that sitting under a banyan tree helps them connect with their inner self, and rituals or prayers are commonly performed near these trees. Moreover, from an environmental perspective, the banyan tree plays a crucial role in providing habitat for various birds, insects, and animals. It also improves air quality and helps maintain ecological balance in cities by offering much needed greenery. In conclusion, the banyan tree is not just a plant but a living monument that serves both as a cultural symbol and a vital part of the environment in my country. Okay, so this is the basic sample answer that I have given here. Now let's go back to the beginning and see each line one by one. Okay, before that, let me take you to the vocabulary list that I have used in this so that it will be easy for you to understand this sample answer in much better way. Okay, so let's have a look at it. This is the list of vocabulary that I have used. The first one is immense. Immense means extremely large or great, especially in scale or degree. Revered means deeply respected or admired. Thrive means grow or develop well or vigorously. Canopy means the uppermost branches of the trees in a forest, forming a layer of foliage. Aerial roots, the roots that grow from the branches or stem and eventually reach the ground. You have seen that, long stems or roots kind of like dropping from the top part of the tree and it kind of like hangs there. So that's the point. Shelter, protection or shield from something, especially weather conditions. Striking, attracting attention by being unusual, remarkable or impressive. Mystical, relating to or resembling mysticism or otherworldly spiritual phenomena. Longevity means long life or duration. And ecological balance, it means a stable relationship between living organisms and their environment. So make a note of these 10 vocabulary that I have used in the sample answer and see how I have implemented or placed this into my sample answer here and there. So let me take you back there. Okay, let's have a look at the first paragraph. So I started in introduction like this: one of the most important plants in my country, because my question is describe an important plant in your country. So I'm saying one of the most important plants in my country is the banyan tree. So remember, when you're using one of the, you have to use the plural form. Okay, do not say one of the important plant. This is a common mistake that I have seen one of my favorite movie, one of my favorite song, or one of the film star I admire. ഇങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ പറയുമ്പോൾ you have to make sure you are using the plural tense. Okay, so one of the means among the group, who's your favorite or what is your favorite? Okay, so one of the most important plants in my country is the banyan tree. This tree has immense cultural and ecological significance in India. Immense, we have actually gone through the word which means of huge, like a lot, to a great extent, to a great degree എന്നൊക്കെ ഒരു meaning ആണല്ലേ. So immense cultural and ecological significance in India, making it a revered symbol. Revered means sacred or respected, admired. This is the meaning of that word. So you found out immense here and you saw how I used revered. In various aspects of life, the banyan tree is commonly found in rural and urban areas alike, which means it's found in both the areas, okay, alike. It thrives Okay, thrives. This is another word which means, what do you mean by thrives? Exist, or it kind of like successfully grow into it. This is all the meaning of thrive. So for example, if I'm saying like I thrived in this difficult situation, which means you fought, you successfully thrived, okay, you existed, or you kind of like you just faced everything and you're still existing and you're fighting everything. These are the meaning of the word thrive. Okay, so I'm thriving, which means I'm fighting and I'm surviving. Okay, so thrives in parks, temple courtyards, and alongside roads. In fact, many villages have a central banyan tree where community meetings are held, a tradition that goes back generations. You can easily spot this tree because it grows to an enormous size with aerial roots hanging from its branches. This is another word, aerial roots. Okay, its white canopy, okay, you can see that banyan tree has a huge shield, kind of like a structure. So that is what is a canopy. It provides shade, making it a perfect place for people to gather and seek shelter from the sun. Okay, so this is the basic introduction part. I'm saying what the plant is, and then I'm giving more details like where it is found, or that is where I see it and how it looks like. So I'm explaining it by saying that, yeah, it looks like it has a huge canopy, it has this aerial roots hanging down. So all these points are explained. So we're giving a picture of the situation, or the picture of the topic that you're going to explain. Then let's move on to the next point in detail. Visually, that means to see. So visually, the banyan tree is striking. It has a very nice, attractive, phenomena there. It has a large, thick trunk, and as the tree matures, it sends down additional roots from its branches. See how I did not repeat the word aerial roots? Okay, I said it sends down additional roots from its branches that eventually touch the ground and form new trunks. These roots give the banyan tree its distinct, almost mystical appearance. Mystical means something connected to otherworldly or spiritual phenomenon. Okay, mystical appearance. As it looks like a network of intertwined branches. Intertwined means it's kind of like, നമ്മൾ കൂട്ടിക്കലർന്ന് ഇടചേർന്ന് കിടക്കുന്നു എന്നൊക്കെ പറയുന്ന പോലത്തെ ഒരു മീനിങ് ആണ് intertwined. So intertwined branches and trunks spreading out over a large area. The importance of the banyan tree goes beyond its physical presence. It holds great spiritual value in Hinduism and is often associated with longevity. It's about the lifespan, to live long, the duration, and strength. Many people believe that sitting under a banyan tree helps them connect with their inner self, and rituals or prayers are commonly performed near these trees. Moreover, from an environmental perspective, the banyan tree plays a crucial role in providing habitat for various birds, insects, and animals. It also improves air quality and helps maintain ecological balance in cities by offering much needed greenery. Ecological balance, this is also another word. Okay, so this is how I just gave an explanation as to why this is important, or what is the significance of this plant. And the conclusion. In conclusion, the banyan tree is not just a plant but a living monument that serves both as a cultural symbol and a vital part of the environment in my country. Okay, this is how I'm going to finish it. Okay, so I hope it is clear to everyone. So I'll do one thing. I will take you back to the question, take some time to read it, and then I'll take you to the sample answer too. Okay, so you will get a continuity, you will get to read what it is. Okay, so I'll give you 2 minutes time, so read this, and then I'll kind of like slide over so you can just continuously read and fix all these ideas into mind. Okay, so let's start reading. Alright everyone, so I hope you got enough time to read through this entire thing and get an idea about, okay, how can I speak about this? What points I can include? And I hope this vocabulary list will definitely be helpful for you guys to get the idea and how to use it in the sample answer too, okay? So having said that, let's move into part 3, and I have prepared 2 opinion-based questions for you guys. So first I'll show you the question and I'll give you some time to think about it again. Okay, think about what are the different points that you can include in this particular topic. Okay, so as I always tell you, for the examination you don't get this preparation time. The reason being I'm repeating this is because if there is a fresher who's saying this, do not get the idea that you will get this preparation time for your part 3. No. Okay, it has to be like a rapid fire. So now I'm giving you this time so that you can think about it. You can brainstorm. You're letting yourself think, okay, what are the different options I can give, or different points that I can explain. So then when I give you my sample answer too, you will get more ideas. Okay, that's the reason why we do it like that. So without wasting much time, let's get started. So this is your first question. You'll be able to see that very shortly. What are the features of living in the countryside? What are the features of living in the countryside? So I'll give you a minute time to think about the different topics that you can include here, and then I'll show you my sample answer. So please start thinking. Alright, so I hope you guys thought about some ideas, some points that you can include as an expansion for this question, okay? So I will show you my sample answer so that you'll get an idea about, okay, so these are different points that I can speak about this topic. So it will kind of like add to your, knowledge, or add to your points. So let's read it. Living in the countryside offers a peaceful and serene environment, free from the hustle and bustle of the city life. One of the key features is the close connection to nature, where people can enjoy fresh air, open spaces, and scenic landscapes. This lifestyle often promotes a healthier way of living, as there is less pollution and more opportunities for outdoor activities like walking, farming, or gardening. Additionally, communities in rural areas tend to be smaller and more close-knit, allowing for stronger social bonds among neighbors. However, access to modern amenities such as healthcare or shopping centers may be limited, which can be a challenge for some. For instance, while city dwellers may have easy access to supermarkets and hospitals, rural residents may need to travel long distances for these services. Okay, you see how well I executed each point in here. Like, it's giving an idea about what are the positives of that. However, there is some difficulties to leave there too. So yes, you can see the distinction between these answers. You can see the clarity there. You can see the different grammatical structures, the complex sentences, the compound sentences being used. So make sure that you have a clear-cut understanding of what you're going to speak. You need to give a proper explanation. You need to make sure it has a proper continuity. That is an important point. So let's read each line one by one. Living in the countryside. So I took that from here. So living in the countryside offers a peaceful and serene environment. Okay, so what are the features? So what I get from it, features means what are included in it, right? So I'm saying it offers a peaceful and serene environment which is free from hustle and bustle of the city life. Hustle and bustle, a lot of rushness, a lot of noise, everything is in a hurry form. Okay, so that is what is hustle and bustle. One of the key features, okay, so I'm again going to distinctly clear this point. So one of the key features is the close connection to nature. Okay, so living in the countryside, people have a close connection to nature where people can enjoy fresh air, open spaces and scenic landscapes. This lifestyle often promotes a healthier way of living, as there is less pollution and more opportunities for outdoor activities like walking, farming or gardening. Additionally, communities in rural areas tend to be smaller and more close-knit, which means more connected, allowing for stronger social bonds among neighbors. However, access to modern amenities such as healthcare or shopping centers may be limited, which can be a challenge for some. For instance, while city dwellers may have easy access to supermarkets and hospitals, rural residents may need to travel long distances for these services. Okay, and then you can wind up by saying, so these are the different features of living in the countryside. Okay, so that is how you can give an answer here. So this could be a proper explanation. You can speak about the nature, how they are connected to it. You can talk about farming, like about their food and their lifestyle there, how healthy they are. That is one point. They're free from air pollution and things like that. You can talk about the relationships they have. Okay, villages are more connected. They have a strong sense of unity when compared to city life. No, everyone is busy with their life. Everyone is having a corporate kind of a life there, so you can use that distinction to explain the point. Okay, and you can also speak about the facilities. Okay, that is also another point there. Okay, so this is how you can build this particular question. Okay, I hope it is clear to everyone. Let's move on to the next one. So the next question is this. Should schools teach children how to grow plants? Should schools teach children how to grow plants? So I'll give you 1 minute time. Please think about the different points you can include here, and then I'll show you my sample answer. Alright everyone, so let's have a look at the sample answer here. Yes, schools should definitely teach children how to grow plants. Learning to grow plants not only fosters a sense of responsibility and patience, but also helps children understand the importance of nature and sustainability. It can serve as a hands-on science lesson, teaching students about plant biology, the water cycle, and the importance of ecosystems. Additionally, this practice encourages healthy habits like gardening, which can promote physical activity and a connection to fresh food sources. For example, schools with small garden projects have shown students become more engaged in healthy eating and environmental conservation, leading to well-rounded education. Okay, so this is more kind of like a well-structured and a more professional type of an answer. It has a very different grammatical structure that is being used here. The words or the sentences are like a little more professional. Okay, so let's look into it one by one. So my question is, should schools teach children how to grow plants? So it's kind of like a yes or no question. So you're saying yes, or you might have a different opinion too. So here I'm going with yes. And I'm saying schools should definitely teach children how to grow plants. So that's a basic answering or a basic response to my question. Should schools? Yes, schools should. Okay, now learning to grow plants not only fosters means develops, fosters a sense of responsibility and patience, but also helps children understand the importance of nature and sustainability. It can serve as a hands-on science lesson, teaching students about plant biology, the water cycle, and the importance of ecosystems. Additionally, this practice encourages healthy habits like gardening, which can promote physical activity and a connection to fresh food sources. For example, schools with small garden projects have shown students becoming more engaged in healthy eating and environmental conservation, leading to well-rounded education. Okay, so you can give explanations like these. You can connect from these points. You can speak about why it is important, because it will develop a sense of belonging and responsibility, not just patience, and also they will have a healthy lifestyle. Okay, they will be more active, they will not be idle. So you can give a lot of points like that. Okay, there are a lot of kinds of segments that you can connect and make it into one whole answer. Okay, so this is how you can answer to this question. I hope it is clear to you guys. Okay, so having said that, we have covered the part 2 and part 3 for today. So make sure that you guys try to use these structures or these vocabulary the next time when you get a chance to do one-to-one sessions. See whether you are able to fill this or use this in places which can be a great answer. Okay, so make sure other value answer correct place place correct vocabulary place okay. And as I always say, make sure that whenever you learn a new word, you learn the different usages of it. What are the different contexts that you can use this? Only after you get a clear understanding, please use it. Do not just use it because you randomly heard someone saying that, you randomly see someone using it. No, don't do that. Make sure that you yourself have an idea about, okay, this is the word, this is exact meaning, or there is another meaning for this as well in a different context, and understand how it can be put in multiple sentences, multiple scenarios. Okay, so after that, when you have a clear understanding, try to create your own examples and then see whether it is easy for you to use when you're doing your one-to-one sessions, like whether you can easily merge into it and easily speak like it comes naturally to you, not like you're forcing it on yourself. Okay, it should sound very natural, not scripted. Okay, so that's all for today. So I hope everything is clear to you guys. So I'll be seeing you next week, Wednesday on the same time. So until then, take care. Bye bye.